the joint on the 15th, but my connection was horrible. I wasn't even at home. I was at my cousin's house. I was waiting to join. I'm so happy you picked me.
What's your name? You got a lot of energy from the top.
My name is Ktina.
Katina. How old are you, love?
I am 27. I'll be 28 this
27.
year.
And how 27. What's your zodiac sign?
I am a Gemini.
Gemini. Do you have any kids?
Yes, I do. Yes, ma'am. I have 4
You
of
have
them.
4 kids. How old are your 4 kids, Katina?
I have a 7-year-old, a soon-to-be 5-year-old, a soon-to-be 3-year-old, and a soon-to-be 2-year-old.
Can you give me all their current ages, please?
Okay, so 7, she just turned 7. 4, 2, and 1.
By how many men?
By 3.
3 men. Okay. Why are you not with the baby daddy of the 1-year-old?
Okay, well, the the last 2 are by the same man. He is currently incarcerated, narcissist. If I could say to summarize it, that is Satan himself, honey.
So why you have 2 kids by Satan?
To summarize it, I'm gonna just say this: I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. It was a very lustful experience. I was young. I learned my lesson. You live life, you make your mistakes along the way. I didn't believe in abortion, so at that point, I had my children.
Okay, and I get this. Everybody doesn't believe in abortions, but have you heard of birth control?
Yes, I just am not one that believes in birth control because I've had serious effects from it. Like I've had thrown up, I've bleeding for an entire year, an entire 6 months, just that whole, it's a lot with the physical.
Okay. Now, why are you not with the 4-year-old dad?
He's deceased. He got killed.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's life.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, and the 7-year-old dad, do y'all co-parent well?
I don't even know. I don't want to touch bases on it. It's personal, but some people just aren't fit to be parents or whatever. But I was 19. I learned my lesson.
Okay.
I met somebody that was suitable. I was engaged to my first child's father. I was engaged to my second child's father, but he ended up getting killed. We parted ways, he ended up getting killed. We were working back on the relationship. He ended up getting killed. And yeah, I ended up dealing with my last children's father.
And when did he go to jail?
Girl, September, but we ain't been together for 2.5 years, so.
Well, the baby's 1.
Yeah, we split when I was pregnant. He busted my face open. So yeah, he was abusive.
Okay, so you gotta select a better selection of men.
I think I'm ready now, Kendra. I've been off the market for 2.5 years. I've been healing, working on myself. By no means am I perfect. I still got progress. I still need to work on stuff, but I think I'm level-headed enough to make the clear decision whether or not a person is suitable to be in my life or cut them off.
All right, let me get more information. Katina,
Yes,
correct?
yes, ma'am.
Katina, 27, Gemini, mom to 4. So you've never been married, right?
I was engaged twice, but no.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I'm certified CBRF, so home health care.
Home health care. And what city do you live in?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, unfortunately.
Milwaukee. All right, so we got Katina, 27, Gemini, mom to 4 by 3 men, home health care, lives in Milwaukee. What kind of man you looking for now, honey?
Okay, I wrote a list. I'm looking for a man that's clean, good hygiene, respectful to women, educated. I really don't care about a past because everybody has a past. As long as you learn from it, you're walking in your truth. Somebody willing to learn and that's capable to teach. I have a deep desire for learning. And then I love a man that will help cook, clean, step in at home, wants marriage, 1 or 2 more kids, because I'm not done. I want 6 kids. And then, nobody that is perfect, but somebody that's willing to grow, make progress, holds themselves accountable, communicates, can lead and provide. Someone who possesses the ability of affection, affirmation, acts of service, gifts, etc., etc.
Child. Okay, Katina, let me ask you this, because this will be said. Now you are a mom, you're 27, you have
Yes,
4
ma'am.
children, and young children, 7, 4, 2, and 1, by 3 men. Now you have a situation. Two of your baby daddies, he's same father, he's in jail. One is deceased. But what would you say to the guy that might be concerned that you have 4 kids and 3 of the 4 are under the age of 5?
Well, I would say that I was young, and we all live life. We make mistakes along the way. As long as you're willing to grow, you learn from your mistakes. You correct where you went wrong. I think it doesn't really matter. I don't hold no judgment to nobody else, and it's not nobody's place to judge me because that's God's doing, nobody else's.
Okay. All right. Now let's keep going. What are your deal breakers?
Woo, child. It ain't long. It ain't long. But my deal breakers is somebody that's controlling, abusive, a liar, a manipulator, a narcissist, and somebody that, again, that I was saying, somebody that doesn't walk in their truth. Again, everybody has a past, and I'm okay with somebody having a past as long as somebody walks in their truth.
Okay. Do he gotta look a certain way?
Girl, I want me a black man. I like them chocolate like my mama.
Now, what's your ethnicity?
I'm mixed. My mom is mixed, white, Irish, Italian, all of that. My dad is Puerto Rican, Dominican, black, so I'm like a mutt.
So, and but you want a black man?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Now, what about money? Should you make a certain amount of money?
I wouldn't necessarily put a price range on that. Just somebody that's not struggling to meet the basic needs and does have the ability to go out on dates and, you know, just be somewhat generous. I'm not saying that they have to do everything because I pay for dates too. And
I can't hear you, honey.
dates don't necessarily have to be a financial thing for me. I'm like a picnic in the park type of person, and let's kick our feet up and watch a movie. I treat my man kind. I rub feet and everything. So
Okay, she rubs feet and everything. Let's do
yes,
the
ma'am.
Kendra Cam.
Okay, let me back up because I gotta set it on the edge of my bed. Okay, can you see me?
Okay.
Ah,
I mean, you have a great body to have 4 kids.
thank you. I appreciate that. Let me see if you can see if I step back like this.
Okay, we can see you. All right. So, Katina,
Yes, ma'am.
now do you want the guy to be in Milwaukee?
No, he does not. And actually, I prefer him not to be in Milwaukee because I've seen enough through the city and I'm just not pleased with what I've seen.
Okay, so you prefer him not to be in Milwaukee.
Absolutely.
What is the age range you would date? You're 27.
Somebody that is at least my age, so be turning 28 this year. And I say I will stop at maybe 40.
40. Okay. Now, when was your last relationship?
2.5 years ago, my kid's
Okay.
father.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I believe it was November last year, so I'm trying this new thing to not have sex this year. So
So you want to go all of 2024 and not have sex?
if I meet somebody that possesses the qualities that I'm looking for and it's going good, then I'd be willing to break that agreement to myself. But if I don't find somebody that's worth it, then I plan to keep my cookies in my jar.
Now
Sex
let's.
isn't a big thing for me. I have 4 kids, but that's because I'm working with some good stuff. But
So you said, so you want to hold the good stuff in now?
yes, ma'am, this is too good to just be given out.
Well, you gave it out 4 times, honey.
Yeah, but again, I was engaged twice too. So I think my mistake was when I got to the last one because I was just living, I was having fun. In all fairness, I laid down on my back, I made those kids, so I birthed those kids.
Okay, so listen, fair enough. I do believe in growth. I do believe in learning. When you learn better, you do better. But now I'm gonna just say this to you because men will say, now you want me to date you without having sex, and you have sex, you have 4 children. some men, and I'm not even saying that you should give it up. Like, you should have been practicing this, to be quite honest. But now moving forward in your current situation, there are going to be some men that's going to say, wait a minute now, why the hell I got to wait for the cookie
They
and
had
I got to be
to
all
wait
this
for
great
it.
stuff? Huh?
My kids' dads had to wait for it. I didn't just jump right in and have sex
So
with them.
while they were waiting, were you not doing a better assessment of them? Because it seems like you should have never gave your kids' dads the cookie.
Um, well, I would say in all fairness, I feel like the last one, he did not possess the qualities. But again, I wasn't looking for a relationship. It was a sexual agreement. I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. And I ended up getting pregnant with my son, which is my third child. And then, yeah, we got the hard part out the way. We ended up having another one.
So basically, you are admitting your two children by the last children's father, that was a relationship, that was a sexual relationship.
Absolutely.
So now you want a relationship. And you
Absolutely.
want a man to come in, and obviously you said marriage, correct?
Absolutely.
So you want a man to come in and be a stepdad to the children you created with the sexual relationship.
If yeah, he finna be in prison, honey.
Okay, what were the qualities again that would make you break your celibacy journey that a guy must have?
Um, okay. I knew you was finna agree with me. I want somebody that's good hygiene, clean, respectful to women, educated. I don't care about a past, walks in his truth. Somebody willing to learn and capable to teach. Because I have a deep desire to learn. Somebody that's passionate, kind. Somebody that knows how to step in, that can help cook, clean from time to time, jump in with the kids. And I'm not saying I don't want a man that has kids. I'm okay with a man that has kids. I'm okay with 2 or 3 kids only because I want more children. And 10 people in one household just sound like a lot, don't it?
It does.
Yeah, so I think my deal breaker for a family is 10 people, like 2 adults, 8 kids. That's it for me.
So he can have kids, correct?
No, he can have
Yes.
kids.
Okay. So listen, we're gonna move forward. And again, I believe you're young. You're 27. As you live life, you're gonna learn more. But this is a dynamic what a lot of men say at times. They say women have children by men who are not good fathers, but then they want the good guy to come in and raise their children with the men who they procreated with that weren't good fathers.
I understand how that looks, but my child's father, my second child's father, the one that got killed, he was a good dad. I would have still been with him if he was alive, but unfortunately, that's not the case.
Okay, let's keep going. So, what are 3 things? Oh, wait, when was the last time you was intimate with someone?
I
Oh,
told
you
you
told me that.
last year.
Okay.
Yes,
What are
ma'am.
3 flaws you have to work on when it comes to a relationship?
I can be a bit talkative at times. If I feel disrespected, I can get a little rude, and I might cuss you out. I say that, but I have people that I have not cussed out in my life. It's just I'm a Gemini, so I go with the flow. However you treat me, you will get treated back. If you disrespect me, you call me bitches and all of that other stuff, then I'm a cuss back. And then I think the other thing is, well, I wrote it down, but if I don't feel like somebody is willing to communicate effectively and I just don't feel that it's working, I shut down because I don't like confrontation. I
Okay.
prefer not to have confrontation with a person. I'll bite my tongue until the point that I just can't no more.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Well, I wrote that down. I wrote it down. Hold on. I'm passionate, kind. I'm fine. I got a good heart. I'm honest. I'm respectful. I got intellect, so I'm a smart girl as well. I have a lot of personality. I'm adventurous, and I still have a bit of a child in me, and not in a bad way, not childish, just more so. I have an energy, cracking jokes, laughing. I'll do water fights, water balloon fights, stuff like that.
Okay, you're fun. You're fun time. And you said you do want to get married and you want to have more children. What qualities you feel as though make you a wife?
Um, I cook, I clean, I can teach. I've lived through a lot of experiences in my life. I'm not very judgmental. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to learn a person inside out. Like I like to know my person to the point that if you don't like chicken on the bone, I'm not making chicken on the bone. I like a man that, communicates, but I communicate as well. And I'll let a person know that if I'm uncomfortable. I don't cheat. I've been faithful in all of my relationships. I'm not a liar. I'm not secretive. I'm very open. I respect privacy when it comes to relationships. So yeah.
Okay. And one more time, what's the age range you would date?
28. They'd have to be turning 28 this year. So my age, and all the way up to 40.
Okay. And you have 4 children. You want 2 more kids, so that's 6. So he can have at the most 2 kids
Um,
already.
I prefer to, but if I meet somebody with 3, that's okay.
Okay. Now, did you see the guy that was up here earlier? He had a 6-month-old
Oh yeah,
baby.
that's crazy.
That would work for you.
No, he's 42 and he's still chasing a what did he say he do? Stand up? Oh no, baby, you need to let that go. It's just like some of their hairline, they need to let it go.
So he wouldn't have a chance. He's not good enough.
Absolutely not. All I
Absolutely
heard
not.
was excuse after excuse and a man that doesn't hold himself accountable. That's all I heard.
Who say it again?
All I heard was him make excuse after excuse and a man that did not hold himself accountable.
That's not what you're looking for.
Absolutely not.
Let's get it together. Let's do it. So, Katina, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Katina, 27, Gemini. She's in Milwaukee. She does home health care. Mom to 4 by 3 men. All right, how can the guy that wants to date you reach out to you, honey?
You can reach me on Instagram at _lurkthis. LURKTHIS.
Spell it for the people again.
Underscore LURKTHIS. All lowercase.
Okay. Well, honey, you keep me posted how it goes, baby girl.
I hope I find my husband. I'm definitely going to let you know.
Woo, she's looking for a husband now. Let's get it
All right.
clear. All right, bye, baby.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.